Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Zomboid. And you find us out here today having a quick look around our garden. Looks like carrots are ready, so we'll be harvesting them in a second. But as you can see, we've replanted all the cabbages. Turns out the ones that we'd left to go to seed had actually gone beyond that and were rotten. It looks like while we were away getting the tractor, they'd turned, so we had to dig them up, and we just replanted the whole sort of area with cabbages again. So that's a good thing. Mostly. We didn't get the seeds, but oh well. So yeah, we're going to grab a few of these carrots here, hopefully enough to get our skill points up to level 2. And with any luck, we should have one left that we can leave to hopefully go to seed. And with any luck, we won't miss it this time. That would be a bummer. And there we go, another skill point. Excellent. And there's our Oleg deer. We still need to get to work on that at some point. Also, we did do a run earlier down to the bar to grab that white pickup truck. And we can use that to get some rotten vegetables and planks from that warehouse we found the other day. So the next morning we set off in said white pickup truck down towards said warehouse. And we go past the first warehouse there, and we stop to check on a pair of cars here. Knock off a couple of Zeds and have a look. There's nothing particularly great in either of the cars, but we did find a key in the black car at least. Okay, let's continue up here. We're looking for a dirt road, sort of at the end of this where it bears to the left, the dirt road. Ah, here it is. Just as I was talking about it. Now there should be a warehouse up here. Hopefully. Which may or may not have anything good in it for us. Now, one thing we are going to need to get while we are out at some point is the book for tractors. I think it's a magazine that allows you to work on tractors. Oh, spare engine parts. We'll definitely have those. Hand hatchet. We'll take that because those can come in useful. I don't think we need another shovel, but we'll grab it anyway. And you never know when you need a crowbar. And what have we got down here? Just gravel. Well, we do actually need gravel for the rest of our driveway, so let's grab all of that quick. And what we are going to do is continue down that road where we just turned off of, and see if there are any other vehicles, or not vehicles, any other buildings down there, because there's supposed to be some more warehouses around. Yeah, we came across a couple more cars in the road, so we stopped off to dispatch the nearby locals again and have a little look to see what we could find in these things. There's a little bit of loot in the back of the pickup truck looking thing, so we grabbed that, and then in the back of the Land Rover there's a rather handy tyre. That's a heavy duty one. So we'll grab that out the back and take that with us, because you never know when you're going to need a tyre. Another car that's missing a tyre. That could be worth having a look at. After knocking off a couple of the Zeds here as well, we had a look at the car. And it's a sports car, but it wasn't in the best condition. Well, it was still functional at least, so I decided to put the wheel back on it, and then carried on down the road. Check this little shack out quick. There. Actually this is exactly where we wanted to be, I think. Yeah, let's check this little shack out quick. And then see if there's anything inside those warehouses. Empty gas can, you never know when you need one of them. Metal supplies, we will have those. Okay, let's have a look around here. Check this one. Okay, what kind of warehouse is this? Oh, it's only rotten fruit and veg by the look of it. Yeah, same as the last one. Oh, hello. Broccoli we'll have. Oh, yes. Oh, it was a good idea to come down here. That is the magazine we needed. Right, we'll have that. In fact, we'll just take all of it. Why not? The imitation flamingo is going to come outside with us and go in the truck because you never know when you need another flamingo. Oh, crikey. That was unexpected, to say the least. Oh, is this a small house? Because we could really use it. Oh, okay. There's some houses down there. We are starting to get a bit sleepy, so let's just close this door. And we'll pop down there to those houses and have a quick look around there as well. So I went through a couple of the houses down here. I didn't find a great deal of useful supplies, but that's kind of to be expected. And it seemed like this area was pretty safe. So even though it was early, I was still tired, and decided it was a good time to catch some shut-eye. Waking up after a few hours rest, it was almost midnight, so I took the truck back up to the nearest warehouse, parked up inside, and set about fumbling around in the darkness, trying to disassemble a number of crates. Working in near total darkness, I managed to get through a good number of them, and as it got lighter, I started loading more of the rotten fruit and veg from those now defunct crates into the pickup truck, and worried about the amount of space that was left. Upon reflection, it seemed that the planks themselves weighed quite a lot, so I decided to step outside and construct a compost bin to see if the weight of that. I decided to construct a compost bin to see what its weight was in comparison. Turns out it was far better of an idea to construct them here and then transport them, as they weighed a good bit less than the materials required to make them. Interesting. After making 4 bins in total, it was time to pack up the truck with whatever else we could and head back to base. But not before stopping off to pick up the other tractor too. After a quick trip to the petrol station, it was time to take a peek at the pair of old deers that we got and see how they looked. Well, neither one of them was in the best shape, if I'm honest, but there might be enough decent parts between them to cobble together something that was in reasonable shape and would at least get us working around a farm somewhere, if we can find the tools to work with. And while I remembered, I also wanted to have a quick look at the garden too. The tomatoes and carrots should hopefully be coming into fruit soon, and I really don't want to miss out on the seed cabbages again this time. So I'm going to be keeping a really close eye on them now. And after all that, it's back inside to have some food and a nap and sort out all the loot that we came back with from that run. And so the next morning, I discovered the water had finally been shut off. That's not good. As you can see, this sink here has 12 units out of 20 left in it, and all the sinks and toilets do retain a small amount of water, which will be helpful when we're out on trips. I'm going to go ahead and grab the pipe wrench here and plumb in this one sink in the kitchen area, so at least we can get fresh water. It's a good thing that we'd put that water barrel up on the roof there too. And it's back outside to check on our garden plots again. Now, it turns out that the potatoes are actually ready to harvest, which is nice. But first, let's have a quick look at the lovely compost bins. As you can see, we popped all 4 of them up here against the hedge line there. Well, not hedge line, the fence line. And we threw in an assortment of the rotten fruit and veg that we came up with. So spread it out equally among them as best as we could. I'll have to make another run down to those warehouses to grab a bunch more of that stuff too. But anyway, it's back to the potatoes now. Let's get on with harvesting. Well, there we go. That's levels 3 and 4 of farming achieved pretty quickly. Not going to argue with that. It just goes to show the benefit of those skill books. And it seems, when we get the info on the plants now, we get a little bit more info. You can better see some of their details. And after we got done with that, I just popped back outside to use those gravel bags that we'd had previously. Start filling in our driveway. And later that night, the 2 carrots that we'd left from the other day are flipped over to seed bearing. So I grabbed them up out of the ground and replanted the seeds that we got so that we can have some more carrots on the go. Interestingly, it seems like with those new skill levels, we also get more stats about the crops before we plant them. That hopefully will come in handy. We can have a better idea of how long things are going to take and set some things up nicely and hopefully not miss them growing again. And from then, it's back inside to read the next farming book, so that we're ready for whichever thing is going to be ready to harvest next. And it's a good thing we did, because the next afternoon the tomatoes were ready. Well, some of them were. Interestingly, half the crop was still showing as young, but the other half was already seed bearing, which is odd. Curious happenstance, but maybe we planted them at a different rate, or I think we might have used some fertilizer on them. Maybe that was what it was. So I think we bought up a bag of compost or something from the farm goods store. That might be what it was. But either way, that's still good for us. So we picked all the ones that we could and ended up with a pretty decent crop. 28 tomatoes and just over a packet's worth of seeds, 56 in total. And the next morning I woke up to a thick fog, and while cooking some breakfast, the power thought it was the perfect time to go out. So I legged it outside, grabbed the generator, lugged it up onto the roof and had to get it connected. So we wired it in up there, and at some point in the future I'm going to get some wooden planks up here and build a small room of sorts around it. Not a complete room with a roof, but a room nonetheless, just to dampen the noise a little bit and hopefully not attract the attention of too many locals. I then grabbed a can of gas out the back of the pickup truck and fired up the generator. At least now the food is safe again, but this does mean I'm going to have to take that spare Jenny in the Bronco, I think was where we left it, run that over to the gas station and get it plugged in there too, at least if I want to get any gas anytime soon, that is. And to add insult to injury, it decided it was going to start raining on us as well. So I popped back in, grabbed some supplies out of the farming shelf cabinet thing, and I figured we might as well make use of this free water while it's dropping out of the sky. So we're going to plant a few new crops. A bit of broccoli and some other odds and ends, I think. Oh dear, that scream didn't sound good. Sadly, that also sounds like it would be too late for me to be of any use wherever they are. Some distant survivor, running out of time, having to respawn somewhere else in the Knox County world. Hopefully that doesn't drag too many zombies our way, but you never know. We shall keep on our guard. But on that note, I think I'm going to finish up here, get these crops planted and make use of this rain while it's not too terribly bad. And I shall bid you all farewell. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll slap the old like button there, maybe drop us a sub, and come back next time and see how we're doing as we continue on trying to survive as myself in the apocalypse, and work our way over to capturing a farm. Cheerio, everyone.